Welcome learners to this session of BA Honors Part 3, Paper 7. Today's topic is The Guide by R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan was born on 10th of October 1906 in Madras and he died in the month of May 2001, again in Madras. The letter R in R.K. Narayan stands for the name of his village, Rashipuram. K stands for his father's name, Krishna Swami Iyer, and the full form of Narayan is Narayan Swami. Thus, his full name is Rashipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayan Swami. His mother tongue was Tamil. He settled down in Mysore, where the regional language is Kannada, and he wrote in English. Reared by his grandmother, he completed his studies in the year 1930 and worked as a teacher for a brief stint before moving on to writing as a profession. His first novel, Swami and Friends, was written in the year 1935, is an episodic narrative recounting the adventures of a group of schoolboys. It was later on adapted for the Doordarshan. Among the best received of the 34 novels which he wrote are The English Teacher in the year 1945, Waiting for the Mahatma, written in the year 1955, The Guide 1958, The Man Eater of Malgudi 1961, The Vendor of Sweets 1967, The Tiger for Malgudi 1983. He wrote a number of short stories, two plays, innumerable essays, two memoirs, and also published shortened modern prose versions of two Indian epics, the Ramayana in 1972 and the Mahabharata in 1978. His novel, The Guide, received the Sahitya Akademi Award for the year 1960. The novel has been adapted and filmed. Narayan was awarded Padma Bhushan in the year 1964. The University of Leeds conferred on him the honor of D.Litt in 1967 and University of Delhi followed suit in awarding the same in the year 1973. He wrote his novel, that is The Guide, on his first trip abroad, staying in a residential hotel in Berkeley, California, and describes this work as totally Indian. Specifically, a scene back in Mysore where during a drought he had seen a group of Brahmins fasting and praying in the river. That was the source of inspiration for him to write this novel, The Guide. The novel opens with Raju, the protagonist, just out of jail, still unsure how to go about life. It is in the outskirts of Malgudi, and strolling aimlessly, he comes by the river amidst the temple ruins and sits for a while. Soon, a villager called Velan comes by and mistakes Raju for a holy man and is reverential towards him. Almost like a slave, Raju thinks. Soon Velan is up with his problem that his half sister is not ready to get married to a boy selected for her. Till then, Raju had decided to tell Velan everything about himself, that he was not a holy man and that he was just a normal man coming out of the jail. But as soon as he heard that he had a problem, the old Raju guide mentality returns and he is ready to help him out. Yes, during the good old days, the tourist always came with their problems to Raju and he had a knack of coming up with a solution. It was in his nature to get involved in other people's interests and activities. Next, Raju goes in a flashback, thinking how he became the railway guide. All the life events unfurled before his eyes. The Orthodox dancer, Rosie, and the beginning of the problems with her. She danced like in a trance, and he always praised her dancing. Her husband, The deformed man, Marco, was always dressed like a perpetual tourist. The moment Raju saw him, he knew that he was the perfect guide for him. Why did he become a guide? This question bothered him a lot. Probably it was destined. The railway was in his life from a young age. His father had built the house near Malgudi station. Actually, it was built even before anyone thought about the trains or the railway. He ran a shop called the Hut Shop. Raju was often called to help his father at the shop. It was his father who taught him Tamil alphabets and arithmetic and was often disciplined if he tried to mess up things. He used to play under the tamarind tree with rubber ball, marbles, and iron hoops. Sometimes his father took him to the town market. That was the best place to go, and he watched the panoramic view with a sense of wonder. Now, this is to be continued in next session. Thank you.